like a 3.5 hour cry.
50 Cent already knew that they were going to do this to Diddy a long time ago. That's why he was trying to warn everybody to basically get on his side, because he started roasting Diddy when the tapes came out, especially when the TD Jakes leaks came out. This is when everything went downhill for Diddy, because after Cassie released the statements and the settlement that had him in it, and Keefy D already talked about how Diddy sent $1 million for Tupac, this was basically the breaking point, because now they have all the information leading to the fact that P. Diddy has the tapes and the footages from all the victims that are saying that they allegedly got pretty much something done to them by Diddy. And so this is what they're looking for the whole entire week, man. They went, tracked down Diddy, found every single property, mansion, any house that Diddy ever rented, owned, lived in, used as a studio or anything like that. The feds raided it, and they went there to capture any surveillance camera. They took away all of the computers from all of those offices. They took the surveillance footage, they took the CCTV, and they had a lot of witnesses that were gathered for this, because they know that this was something that a lot of people knew about, but they didn't want to talk because they were scared for a long time that P. Diddy was going to do something to them. And let's not forget about the fact that Tupac tried to warn a lot of people. If you guys are supporters of Tupac, if you want justice for all of the victims of P. Diddy, let me know in the comment section. Put 222 for Tupac, put RIP Biggie, RIP Kim Porter, and let me know exactly what you think about P. Diddy. Do you think he's gonna end up getting 50 years? Do you think he's getting what he deserves? Because a lot of people say that what's happening to him is karma from him doing all of those people wrong through all of these years, man. And we sat back and watched P. Diddy get away with too many things that all the other celebrities were too scared to talk about. The only person that was saying anything was Gene Deal and 50 Cent. That's why 50 Cent is working close with Gene Deal to work out that movie Surviving P. Diddy, so that they can get all the stories from the victims. Because Gene Deal, he was the head of the security guards for P. Diddy. He saw what happened in a lot of those parties. He seen what happened when Diddy was bringing people back to his house, and through the relationships that he had. He was there when Cassie was going through it. He was there when everything was happening. And so this was the main person who has all the details on Diddy, and now he's working with the person who's been trying to warn all the people about Diddy, 50 Cent. 50 Cent's gonna make sure that everything that Diddy did is gonna be brought to light, because what happens in the dark is eventually gonna come to light, and everybody knows at the end of the day that there's gonna be a lot of consequences for what Diddy has done, and he's facing them right now. Like the fact that the feds are on him, and they had to go and capture his kids, and he left the kids behind, and his sons and them had to get put in the handcuffs. This is what Diddy wanted to do, man. He didn't even care to bring them or to say that they're not involved in nothing like that. And a lot of people, they're looking at this like, okay, so everything that Diddy that we've been hearing about is basically true. He has something to do with setting up Tupac. They're saying he has something to do with setting up Biggie and Kim Porter, and it happened pretty much just the way that all the other victims are saying that their situation happened. At first, it started off with meeting up with P. Diddy, and they were supposed to go to an event. Then after, it was an after party. P. Diddy kept telling the people and pressuring them to come to the after party. Why did he keep telling Usher and Lil Rod and all of these people to keep coming to his after parties? They didn't know what was going on, but they thought, hey, I gotta hang out with P. Diddy because this is a successful person, he's powerful. They felt like they were gonna get something out of it by going and being around P. Diddy's entourage. But soon they found out that that was the worst mistake they've ever made, because look at how all the stuff that they had to go through. Now the NYPD, the whole feds unit, and the investigators, they're looking closely at everything, because now they have proof and the evidence footage that's going to show P. Diddy on the tapes, and it's going to show exactly what the reports are saying. The investigators and the detectives started looking into what was going on with all of these allegations and everything like that. After the settlements happened, they realized that some of the victims, like Lil Rod, he uploaded actual pictures and videos proving that P. Diddy was doing all of these things. This was the first time out of any of the victims that somebody had actually uploaded their own proof to go with it, because when Lil Rod was in Bad Boys, he was going around taking pictures and videos secretly with his phone, and he was like, he didn't give his phone to the guards so that they could put it in the basket and lock it up in the lockers. That's normally what happens. So Lil Rod was able to sneak his phone in, and he started filming everything that Diddy was doing. He walked up into Diddy's room, he seen what was going on with Usher and Meek Mill. That's why he leaked the audio showing what Meek Mill and Diddy was doing. This is why Meek Mill was so embarrassed, and he's quit rap now, and basically he's like hiding from the whole world because the secret is out. They all got exposed, and what they were doing was revealed to the world, and now we see what they really are like. We see these rappers for their true colors. You got to be careful with everything, man. You never know what something is until it reveals itself. And in Diddy's situation and Meek Mill's situation and all these people, like, we had no idea that this thing was going on, but there was many people like Gene Deal, like 50 Cent, like Tupac, trying to warn everybody, hey, Diddy ain't who you think he is. All these people in Bad Boys ain't really what they say they are. And this is why the East Coast West Coast beef was going on for so long, because like this is what the secret that they knew about P. Diddy kept pushing the beef on. And once Diddy thought that Tupac and Big was gonna come together and make their own thing and be way bigger than like Sugeknight and P. Diddy, then this is when Diddy decided to put the $1 million on Tupac's head, because he was gonna spill the bean. He was gonna make it so that everybody knew what type of person Diddy was, because even back then in the late 90s, Diddy's relationships, it was going bad back then too. This is when it all started. This is when Diddy's antics started happening. The detectives and the investigators said that they found records leading back all the way to 1996, 1995 of Diddy doing the same exact things, and they had victims back then, but back then they had settled for way less money and everything, and they signed a lot of the agreements to not talk about it, but that thing never went away. A lot of, like, they thought that because P. Diddy got caught that he was gonna stop doing what he was doing. To P. Diddy, he felt like he got a slap on the wrist. All he had to do was pay a couple dollars to the victims, and then everything was over with. He felt like he got away with it. This is why he kept continuing doing everything that he was doing for years and years and years. And then it's what led to him setting up Tupac. It's what led to the Biggie scene and the Kim Porter. And I want to say RIP to all that was affected and lost in the hands of P. Diddy. And I want to send my condolences to Tupac, his whole family. Throw 222 in the comment section if you support Tupac. Let me know what you guys think about P. Diddy. Put RIP Biggie Smalls and RIP Kim Porter. I'ma catch y'all later. Peace.